Hello, children. Good morning to you all. Welcome to this radio program brought to you by Rwanda Education Board in partnership with World Vision Rwanda. I am teacher Anna, and I will be your teacher of English Primary 4. Please sit down, pay attention, and next to your radios. Today's lesson, we are going to talk about helping at home. This is our lesson number 8. Dear parents, guardians, and elder siblings, please help the children to get closer to the radios, and we start our lesson today. But before we begin, let me remind you, we all know that we are experiencing corona outbreak. I urge you to wash your hands with clean water, soap, or sanitize to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Are we together, children? Good. Well done. Thank you for tuning in. Let us begin our lesson today.
Come along and play with us.
Today we are going to talk about helping at home. But before we do that, let us remind ourselves about our previous lesson. In our previous lesson, we talked about people's jobs. That's right. We talked about people's jobs. Good. Do you remember the kind of jobs that we mentioned in our last lesson? Wonderful. We have jobs like teacher, doctor, electrician, carpenter, mechanic, and so on and so forth. So today, let us talk about helping at home. Do you help at home, children? What do you do? Let me give you some seconds to think about what kind of work you can do to help.
Come along and play with us.
Good. Some of us help in different ways. Some of us can clean our rooms. We can clean windows. We can wash the cars. We can wash utensils and so many others. How many of us help at home, children? Wonderful. Now, let us look at a friend of ours who is going to tell us about the kind of work she often does to help at home. It is a story. Are you ready? Let us all pay attention and listen to this story, and afterwards I'll ask you questions. The story goes, my name is Karitanyi. I live with my mother, Mrs. Lusanga, father, Mr. Rusanga, my little sister, Uwineza, and a big brother, Kabano. My mother usually cooks food for us. Uwineza often seen with her in the kitchen helping with the cooking. They also wash the clothes, dishes, and clean the house. Uwineza always sweeps the compound with me. She seldom works alone because she's still very young. I sometimes help my mother wash the dishes. My major duty is to fetch water and help my father to milk the cows. My father repairs the house works in the garden and takes care of the cows. He never cooks because he is always busy doing work that needs a lot of energy. Kabano helps my father with repairing the house and working in the farm. He also looks after the goats and sheep. We are all happy working together at home. Children, did you listen to the story? I'm going to read the story one more time, and I urge you to kindly pay attention because I will be asking questions. Good. My name is Karitanyi. I live with my mother, Mrs. Rusanga, father, Mr. Rusanga, my little sister, Uwineza, and big brother, Kabano. My mother usually cooks food for us. Uwineza is often seen with her in the kitchen helping with the cooking. They also wash clothes, dishes, and clean the house. Uwineza always sweeps the compound with me. She seldom works alone because she's still very young. I sometimes help my mother wash the dishes. My major duty is to fetch water and help my father to milk the cows. My father repairs the house, works in the garage, and takes care of the cows. He never cooks because he is always busy doing work that needs a lot of energy. Kabano helps my father with repairing the house and working in the farm. He also looks after the goats and sheep. We are all happy working together at home. Very well. Now, children, did we listen to the story very well? Wonderful. Can we point out the difficult words that we used in the story?
Come along and play with us.
Good. I have some words that I want us to get the knowledge about them. Let us understand when do we use these words that we used in the story. Word number 1. Usually. Usually. U-S-U-A-L-L-Y. Usually is an adverb used to say what happens on most occasions, or an adverb used to explain or to talk more about what happens on most of the time. Did you get that, children? Good. Another word we said often. Often. O-F-T-E-N. Often. This means many times or regularly or frequently. We also used a word seldom. Seldom. S-E-L-D-O-M means not very often. It means it is not very often. Then we looked at the word compound. Compound. C-O-M-P-O-U-N-D. This means an area that contains group of buildings or is surrounded by a wall or a fence. This is a compound. Like at home, we have, when we get out of the house, there is a compound where we go to play. Sweep. the word sweep. This means to clean a floor or a ground using a broom or a brush. You sweep off the dirt. Kitchen. Kitchen. A kitchen is a room where we prepare or cook our meals from. A kitchen is a room where we prepare and cook our meals from. Wonderful. Thank you for listening to the story and the difficult words we have looked at them. Is there any other difficult words? Now, I'm going to ask you some questions and you will answer in your notebooks. You will answer in your notebooks. Now, children, get ready with your notebooks and your pens and write down these questions and answer them. Are we ready? Good. Number 1. Who does Karitanyi live with? According to our story, who does Karitanyi live with? Number 2. What jobs do the following do at Karitanyi's home? A. Uwineza. B. Mrs. Rusanga. C. Mr. Rusanga. D. Karitanyi. And E. Kabano. What jobs do the following do at Karitanyi's home? And number 3, why is it important to work together at home? Why is it important to work together at home? Number 4, what lesson do you learn from the text? What lesson do you learn from the text? Please, children, make sure you copy down the questions and answer them.
Come along and play with us.
Good. I hope we have copied down all the questions, and now let us try to answer them together and look at your answers and see if they are correct. Number 1, our answer is Karitanyi lives with his mother, Mrs. Rusanga, father, Mr. Rusanga, his little sister, Uwineza, and big brother, Kabano. Are we together? Good. Number 2 asked, what kind of jobs do the following people do at home? Uwineza helps her mother with cooking, washing clothes and dishes, cleaning the house, and helps Karitanyi with sweeping the compound. Did you write that? And number B, Mrs. Rusanga cooks food, washes clothes and dishes, and cleans the house. And C, Mr. Rusanga repairs the house, works in the garden, and cares for the cows. Karitanyi helps Uwineza in sweeping the compound. And Kabano helps his father with repairing the house and works on the farm. Did you get the questions correctly? Good, children. That is very good. Now, children, let us look at some of the sentences that you should use when you are at home. Doing the work at home, helping the work at home, there are some sentences or some phrases that you use when doing that kind of work. Like, for example, make the bed or to make the bed. What does it mean? To make the bed means to put the bed sheets and covers neatly on the bed. For example, I always make the bed the moment I wake up. Do you do that too? Wonderful. Then we have another phrase, put away. Another phrase, put away. When do we do that? When do we use put away? For example, to put away means to return or to keep something after you have finished using it. For example, when we are reading books, after reading your books, put them back on a shelf. When you're playing with your toys, after playing, put them away where you usually keep them. Are we together, children? Good. Then we have sweep up or wash dishes. What does this mean? When we say wash dishes, dishes we refer to utensils that we use in the kitchen, like plates, pots, pans, forks, spoons, and all that. Are we together, children? Wonderful. Now, helping at home, dear children, is very important. A good child has to help parents in everyday home work.
Come along and play with us.
I therefore encourage you to keep reading your notes. Don't miss out on the next class. I have been Teacher Anna, and I wish you a very good morning. Stay safe. Wash your hands with clean water and soap. And don't forget to wear a mask if you must go out. This lesson was brought to you by Rwanda Education Board in partnership with World Vision Rwanda. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Goodbye, 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 teacher. Goodbye, children. See you next time. Goodbye, 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 teacher.